8/8/18. Yes, it's Crazy 8's Day. For Tanks Vlog, August 8th, 2018, wrapping up today in sports. Now, just as a storm is rolling in, the Mets get to play against the Cincinnati Reds. And the game starts, and Jason Vargas, before the first drop falls, puts the Mets out of the game. No chance to win. They pulled the turf on the field. Jason Vargas is already damage done. Another fabulous outing by Jason Vargas. What a fabulous signing. This is what you get when you go dumpster diving. You know, there's a list somewhere of all-time Mets worst acquisitions. Jason Vargas is going to be on that list now twice. He just been absolute disaster. Now, they shouldn't have even began the game with the way the sky was threatening. They should have let the storm roll through and then play the game in full once the lightning and thunder rolled through Queens. It was good. There was going to be a rain delay, but these umpires, I think it might rain. What do they have? Del Moriarty saying the heavy stuff's not going to start for another hour. What a season. What an absolute season. Meanwhile, the Yankees, no Aroldis Chapman, and pitcher's duel today. CC Sabathia pitched well as the Yankees went into extra innings tied at 1. They got a nice home run from Giancarlo Stanton and had Zach Britton trying to close the game, but Zach Britton faltered, gave up a 2-run homer to Jose Abreu, and next thing you know, the game's going on and on. Sonny Gray comes on, pitches 3 innings. And then Miguel Andujar gets the game-winning hit. And the Yankees escape with a 4-3 win. For some reason, Aroldis Chapman wasn't available. I think Aaron Boone's new strategy is to let Chapman pitch once a week because he is so effective when he's on extras rest. I mean, he saw it against the Mets when he almost melted down, and we saw it Sunday night when he did melt down against the Red Sox. Now, okay, maybe his arm was a little sore. I can't tell you what's going on in the clubhouse, but if they got to get Chapman out there to pitch, especially after the disaster that was Sunday night. Meanwhile, the Boston Red Sox just absolutely continue to murder everyone. First team to 80 wins. Mitch Moreland, home run in the 10th inning after the Blue Jays rallied to tie the game off Craig Kimbrell. And the Red Sox beat Toronto 10-7. And they're now 80-34 on the season. The Braves and Nationals today split a doubleheader in Washington. Nationals just continue to just get in their own way at times, winning the opener 8-3 and losing the nightcap 3-1. The big hit in the nightcap was Ender Inciarte's triple in the 9th inning. The Astros beat the Giants for the second straight day, 2-1. It was the Twins beating the Indians 3-2. Cardinals beat the Marlins 3-2. It was the Rays 4-3 winners over the Orioles on an Adames home run in the 9th inning. Rangers beat the Mariners 11-4 as Bartolo Colon became the all-time winningest pitcher from Latin America. And I think you could make a nice case for Bartolo Colon to be a Hall of Famer now. I mean, his career's been very strange. He was the fireballer when he came up, exciting pitcher. Then he got traded by the Indians to the Expos, and then became a free agent. Once the Angels won a Cy Young in Anaheim, and then all of a sudden it was like his career just hit a wall. You thought it was over, and then all of a sudden, when he reaches 40, he has sort of a revival as now this like cunning off-speed pitcher that just gets players to chase. I mean, he wasn't always as heavy as he was. It's like when he got fat, it's like he got good again, and it's just a crazy career. Now, of course, he has a steroid issue in there, but, I've already gone on record saying that steroid players should be in the Hall of Fame. So I think you got to consider Bartolo Colon a legitimate Hall of Fame candidate. Fortunately for the Mariners, the Athletics also lost to the Dodgers 4-2. And Dodgers, meanwhile, they are now in first place by themselves as the Phillies beat the Diamondbacks 5-2. The Pirates crushed the Rockies 10-2. The Cubs blanked the Royals 5-0. It was the Padres 11-5 winners over the Brewers. That loss hurts the Brewers in their chase for the wild card and division. The Angels beat the Tigers 11-5. As Shohei Ohtani has been on a power surge as of late. Today's three stars are Manuel Margot, who went 3 for 5 with a home run and 5 RBI in the Padres win over the Brewers. JD Martinez, who had a big home run, leading the Red Sox past the Blue Jays. Miguel Andujar, who had a home run and a game-winning hit in the 13th inning for the Yankees. I'm sorry, I didn't say the name correctly. Miguel Andujar. Today's birthday shout-out goes to that ageless wonder on the tennis court, who's still one of the top players. He fell short this year of winning the Wimbledon, but he's still just probably one of the top 5 players of all time. Roger Federer turns 37. And we take a look back to 1988, 8/8/88, when the Chicago Cubs were scheduled to play the first night game at Wrigley Field. The game started, but the rain came. It was like somebody up above did not want the Cubs to play a night game, as the game was halted in the 4th inning and was never an official game. The Cubs were leading 3-1 at the time of the rain delay, and the game would never resume. Some players for the Cubs eventually went on to slide on the turf, using it as a slip and slide, including Greg Maddux. So check out the full story of Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia where sports history lives. Of note, the next day the Cubs would play their first night game against the Mets. And be sure to listen to this week's Allow Me to Be Frank. Tuesday night, we had the premiere of Hard Knocks on HBO with the Cleveland Browns this year. So before you watch Hard Knocks, or after you watch Hard Knocks, why don't you learn a little bit about the history of the Cleveland Browns? We did an extensive episode of Tank's Tales about the Cleveland Browns, so listen on SoundCloud, iTunes. Continue to boost our ratings. Let's get everyone together. We want to make this podcast popular. We want to make it stronger and show everyone we deserve our chances to become one of the top podcasts in sports, and the only way we do it is with you fans listening. So please click on iTunes or SoundCloud for Allow Me to Be Frank. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell them you want to hear Allow Me to Be Frank, and get people to pick up Allow Me to Be Frank. Let's syndicate this thing. Maybe we could even do 2 or 3 shows a week if we get enough listeners. So click, subscribe, listen, and have a good day.